Hi, I'm Carolina Munhoz from Potterish, Brazil. And the questions are for the Davids. So this is the debut from J.K. Rowling as a screenwriter. Yay! And how did that change the work for you guys? Thank you.
With the books, obviously, we had this amazing source material, and everybody had a sense of ownership of those books. They were so invested in them, and they existed, pre-existed. So we would go through the process of adapting with our various screenwriters, Steve Kloves and Michael Goldenberg on the fifth film. And when you're translating that into a movie, you have to lose things that you love, and it's a very painful process sometimes. And but basically to make the shape of a movie, that's what you have to do. What's really exciting about these movies is that, as you just said, Jo is creating it. We're at the forge of her creation, essentially, and all this material is pouring out of her head, and the only way you can experience it really is in the theatre. There won't be the pre-existing material. So for us as storytellers and as filmmakers, it's kind of liberating in one way, because people don't have enormous amounts of they don't already form opinions about what these characters are about, what the sort of emphasis of where the story should be. So that's quite liberating. But what's really exciting is we get to work very closely with Jo, and to work closely with her to shape these stories, and to have her involvement in the actual production of the film is something that we didn't experience before. And that's been quite a trip, and quite extraordinary, actually, and a real pleasure.
And another aspect, I suppose, that's really distinctive is the fact that when people went to see the films, many of them had read the books, so they knew what was going to happen. And I think it's a real pleasure to enter this world without the full picture, where you go to the cinema and you discover a world and a story that you don't know. So I hope that, I think we all hope that brings a lot of pleasure too.